like you. A little doll, let me come true, yeah, yeah. I put my feet in front and want you. It's a date, take a leap of faith, me, I want you, yeah, yeah. Spend some time if you want to. It's a dime for dime.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am sure a lot of you are surprised, like the title. Some of you are probably in shock. But yeah, if you haven't heard of this story, buckle up, get some popcorn, and let's get straight into the gist. There is an unemployment problem in Botswana. So many graduates are just sitting at home, or with their degrees, they work as street vendors, cashiers, and things like that. Not that there's something wrong with those jobs, but I hope you guys get the picture. Small businesses had to close because of COVID. But how far would poverty have to push you into committing a crime? I'm going to talk about two women who faked their own kidnappings just for money and to escape deaths. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first person who paved the way for all fake kidnappings. So her name is Cassie. And what made people worried is when there was this WhatsApp post and the kidnappers said, "We want all the money from Cassie Creations bank account." Like there was any talk about a mess. Allegedly. "We need the numbers which are at the back of Cassie Creations bank card ASAP. We are giving you only this night to go and search all her handbags and search the numbers which are at the back of her card, or send the picture of the card, both sides. Then we will be done with her. Thank you." After that, everybody was so worried on social media. Hey, Cassie, kidnapping. Oh my gosh, what is happening in Botswana? Everyone was worried. I personally was also concerned, like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? Lamin Gomo posted feeling sad. "Anyone who knows Cassie, please help. Or if you were with her today earlier, try and find out about her whereabouts. Her life is in danger. Please." Heartbreak emoji, crying emoji. Ryan is quite popular on Facebook. He decided to use his influence to help her find help. So he said, "Who knows where Cassie K. stays? Looks like she's kidnapped. Her WhatsApp statuses are scary as fuck. Somebody close to her, please call police to assist her, please." He was genuinely concerned. Oh my gosh, guys, it was so clear that the thing was fake. The video is fake. As you can see, only her shadow is there, her movements. There's no other person making any movements there. So it's like her phone was just mounted somewhere so she can just take a proper video of her fake kidnapping. And then I don't know why the kidnappers would like undress her and just leave her with the coat on top. So she did that for like dramatic effects, to like make people panic and be more concerned, like, oh my gosh, what if she gets the RAPED word, you know, and just make people panic. As soon as I saw the video, I knew the whole thing was just fake. Honestly, I just knew it. Her last WhatsApp status before she got kidnapped, before the kidnapper posted statuses, she said, "The time I started my business, I knew I will face challenges and disappointments. I'm a strong person. I know how to sort some problems alone without being a crybaby. I tried bad story after bad story. I feel like giving up or taking a short break." Then she said it's her first time having her heart beat so fast. And she's shaking. And then she said this is not the first time she's been robbed at the office, and apparently they took everything, and she doesn't know what everything is, what they mean by they took everything or not. So she's like, "I don't even want to go and see what happened. I need to cool down or else I'm going to die right there. I have had enough. Tell me how I am going to face people who are supposed to come for fitting and collect their clothes this week." Not all heroes wear capes. There's a certain person that investigated this whole thing and put it on Facebook. I'm not going to mention him because I'm not sure he would want to be mentioned. Yeah. So this person said, "In my pursuit to understand why Cassie fabricated the whole story, he decided to reach out to a couple of allies, and then one of them happened to be a business partner for that guy. her boyfriend, Kessie's boyfriend, right? So his name is Joseph Kajoba. He's from Uganda. So he asked Joseph the following questions, like his role in the business, what happened, yada yada yada. So Joseph said he met Cassie in 2019 when she was about to finish her studies at the University of Limpopo, and at the same time she was doing academic attachments at Joseph's brother's firm, right? Joseph is her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. They fell in love, at least he thought so. So he decided, hey babes, let's start our own business. So they started their own business, right? And then he was in charge of actually tailoring all the outfits and stuff like that. He was like designing and tailoring, and then Cassie was doing administration, marketing, and other logistics of the business. And then the company did well for a few months. They even moved in together as girlfriend and boyfriend. Like, as you can see, they were living the Botswana dream. Nearly said American dream. That wasn't gonna make sense. Okay, so and then the cracks in the relationship started to show around January, right? January 2021, when Cassie staged a robbery. Can you listen to this? This babe staged a whole robbery. This was after she failed to pay for the rent. The patterns, though they didn't make sense to Joseph, seemed to be the same. Cassie was allegedly attacked near their home, and the attackers went away with the money that was supposed to be used to pay the rent. But listen to this. Listen to the catch. They left the bag a few feet from the alleged scene. The bag was full of her clothes, her iPhone, and a wallet. So the thieves decided, you know what, an iPhone is not valuable. Let's not even touch the wallet. Okay, and then on her recent kidnapping tale, it had the same themed features according to him. He said her bag with an iPhone and some personal items were found a few feet from the alleged kidnappers, where the alleged kidnappers dropped her. So it's like these thieves and kidnappers, they just keep saving her stuff. That's what he was thinking at that time. So on Wednesday, the day before she was kidnapped, they agreed that she was going to have to move out of their shared apartment since their relationship it wasn't working, wasn't giving. So when she was supposed to move out, he found her clothes were still inside the apartment. While she was nowhere to be found, her phones were off, he was concerned. He didn't know what was going on, so he had to reach out to friends, relatives, and reported her as missing. And then during the chaos, a few things happened. There was a phone call by a person who introduced himself as his boyfriend, who's also concerned that her numbers weren't going through. Talk about Mujalo gone wrong. Like, she was dating somebody else, and somebody else was actually concerned about her too. That's Mujalo for you in Gabs. Dating in Gabs is just messy. You know, been there, done that, never again. So there were a few multiple calls on the business phone, and it was like so many customers complaining that they long placed their orders through Cassie, but she hadn't updated them on anything. And then Joseph decided to go through the business records, right? He couldn't find anything relating to those clients despite them presenting proof of payment. He then decided to conclude that, okay, so this means Cassie might have been taking some orders through the back door without recording them. Something which made it difficult for the company to meet up to customer satisfaction, because he didn't even know about those orders that had been placed. So she was just basically eating people's money, taking their money. So later he was notified that Cassie had shared something on her WhatsApp status relating to the break-in and the stolen goods at their workplace. This was a shock to him, as no break-in had taken place or had been reported. So on Sunday evening, the sensational WhatsApp story came out. Joseph went to report the kidnapping and a ransom case to the police. While he was still at Mahotani Police, Cassie walked in. Ding ding. Okay, that was not necessary, but anyway, she walked in, but something struck him. She was wearing a blouse under the blazer, whilst in the ransom video, she had no blouse, and everyone could see her skin, like you could see her titties. He was shocked that the kidnappers would go as far as dressing the victim properly after the video where they had her like topless and then just like a jacket, a coat. So he was quite confused, and then he attempted to highlight this to the police. He was told to leave so the victim could register the case. Now what happened after this is only known by Cassie and the Mahotani police. Finally, you know, when this person watched like the ransom video, they noticed something, which is the phone is not held by anyone. It's not even shaking. It's not held by any kidnappers. This phone is just put on a tripod or a table, which is just so clear. So I don't know why this chick is not even arrested, honestly, you know. And then she didn't even cry, nothing. But anyway, it's a whole lot. This is a whole lot. So all this was done just so she can get pity from her clients, the ones she owed, and maybe just like make some of them forget about the whole situation. The business was in debt, so she just felt like she had no choice but to do this. But again, all this debt was actually her fault. Like, if she had just recorded those bookings inside the book, or just declined if they were fully booked and could not tailor anything for other people, none of this would have happened. She was in charge of the whole admin thing and blah blah blah, marketing. She was like the face of the brand, right? And then the boyfriend is just the one who's sewing. So she messed up. Like, she messed up big time. Then allegedly, this is the person who was answering the calls whenever people would call Kessie's number. This man pretended to be a Zimbabwean, so he was just acting like a Zimbabwean man who kidnapped Kessie, so the whole thing could be more believable. Like, this just goes to show how much time and thought this person put into this entire fake kidnapping. How she is not even arrested is just beyond me. Allegedly, so they say. So this whole thing is just it's messed up. It's messed up. So let me know what you guys think of this whole situation. Would you go this far to run away from your debt? When she came back, she was using her Facebook business page to communicate with people and update them about herself, which made the whole thing even more suspicious. Her followers on her page moved from like, I don't know if it was like 1,000 something to like more than 10,000. So it did look like a cloud chasing thing, but she did delete her page. I don't know if she deleted her page or just deactivated it. Yeah, but when you search Kessie's Creations, you will not find it. I couldn't find it. Yeah. But I think this whole situation is just a learning situation, and I'm pretty sure she has grown from it, because this whole thing just caused a whole lot of drama. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people just talking about this. So I'm pretty sure she has learned her lesson and grown from the whole situation. Yeah, so I wish her the best, and I hope she can turn over a new chapter in her life. And yeah, that's what I have to say about the situation. And remember, everything is not factual on this channel. It is all alleged. On to the next story. This, I got it from one of those Facebook online newspapers. There was a cousin who wrote, "Missing. Hello, please help us look for my cousin. She got kidnapped around 2:30 Momokuditani Block 9 at gunpoint. They pointed me with a gun and took her inside a white Honda Fit B134BAE. She was wearing a white top and black tights. We were taking a walk and our phones. Please help us." Come on, guys. 2:30 a.m. Nobody takes a walk around that time. 2:30 in the afternoon taking a walk. Like, it has been so hot. They have been warning us not to get heat strokes. And then people are just there taking a walk. The whole thing didn't make sense. Okay, so according to sources, the lady fabricated the kidnapping story so as to avoid paying her debts, of which she has been given a deadline of Wednesday to pay. It is further revealed that she organized a netball tournament where she asked teams to contribute registration money, of which they did. She then promised 800 pula and medals to the winning team, of which she failed to deliver. Participants of the competition are on her case as a result. It is alleged that the lady used her own account to post her own seemingly staged kidnapping story. You know what? This is something else, honestly. Like, this is just something else. So they said Wednesday is her deadline. What's the date today? Today is a Tuesday. Oh, it's a Wednesday, so her deadline was today. So hopefully she has paid her money and she's no longer in trouble. don't forget to subscribe to my channel, drop a comment, I will reply. Let me know your views on this whole situation. And my email is in my description box, so you can send me an email of whatever videos you want me to do, and we can get chatting.